This is the reading for the first decan of Pisces, where we have a subruler Saturn. It refers to the period of 19 February to 28 February, so for those who are born, let's say, in the first decan, but also the position of the Sun between 0 and 10 degrees of Pisces. And because we have here the subruler Saturn, we also consider the situation where Saturn is in that particular position. To get in the energy of the sign and Saturn, let's remember what this sign, the Pisces, is all about, which is the most mystical sign of the zodiac. It's very much about spiritual transformation and deep intuition, and being ruled by Neptune, which is the planet of mystery and illusion. The energy helps to dissolve any borders. It's also ruling the 12th house, where we keep our deepest secrets and desire, and it's a mutable sign that helps us with the transition from one season to another. So that's the energy of Pisces. And then we look at Saturn, which just as subruler, because we said that the ruler was Neptune. We think of him as the god of time and also the father of Jupiter. In some stories he is the good guy, in other stories he is the bad guy. So maybe that's also a reminder that even if he is a cosmic teacher who doesn't accept excuses, he is doing it with the best interest of heart. Sometimes we have to wait, sometimes it's for our best, even if we don't feel it in this way. It rules Capricorn, which is about business and career, and so Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house, about the public image, of course, career and the discipline. And that's what Saturn brings, rules, and we have the rings of the Saturns and a kind of limitation, but not necessarily in a bad way. And because Saturn is slowest inner planet, we can also consider our life in cycles of 30 years. For women, we have those three important aspects of maiden, mother, crone. But actually, there are important moments in our life when Saturn returns. And if we look at tarot cards, of course, we have a card associated with this Saturn in Pisces, and that is Eight of Cups. Just by the image of the card, we see here the 8 cups who can be filled, can be empty, of course with different meanings. If they are filled, it means we've done everything we thought we have to do, and now we are looking for new dreams, which actually Saturn in Pisces will also bring, that he doesn't agree with you just sitting in the dreams. You need to be more organized. You need to realize what time allows you to do, make new plans, and maybe acknowledge that the dreams that you have are not necessarily realistic, and then you have to come with new dreams. Or the cups can be empty, so then we need to fill them up. It can refer to the fact that he's leaving, like a kind of regret, abandoning something. And if we look at from the other side, from the tarot of the new vision, he's abandoning here seems like a good life, but he looks quite sad. So maybe this was not exactly what he expected to have in his life. Even the fact that the cups seems to be so nicely organized, it can also indicate that most of the things in our life are in order, but there is here like an empty space, so there is still a void, something that needs to be filled up. And if we look at the tarot before, we see that he is emptying the cup, so he's done with that, and now he needs to find new emotions, new challenges, a new quest. It can be mostly a spiritual one, but of course also an emotional one. And if we look at the tarot after, when he is gone, this could be his wife, or it could be, now we had the masculine and now the feminine energy, looking in the cups, what is there, if there is there anything. He inspires others with his quest for new dreams. And from another tarot deck, the Pagan Tarot, we see that this woman with a wand, like a magician, after doing a lot of study, she's turning the cups upside down, so for sure nobody can fill them up, and she's looking now to new challenging. And the fact that it's a long trip that he's going to do, there are a lot of obstacles maybe to overcome. And we can also associate with the story of the lost lamb, that now you have here all the cups, but it looks like one is missing, and so you let all the other one behind, and you look for the lost one. If we look at the tarot of Handel, which we also have an interesting symbol of an I Ching here, I was looking for the meaning of this hexagram, which is hexagram 41, and it's called sacrifice, and it's the sun, associated with the sun, and it's talking about giving in order to receive, expansion through diminishing ego, death. So that is also, here we have the cups ups and downs, so a kind of a balance between giving and receiving, which is also important. And coming to my favorite book with the stories associated with the tarot cards, in Beneath the Moon, we have for the Eight of Cups the interesting story of Moses. And most of us, we know that Moses as a baby was abandoned because the Pharaoh was threatened that he's going to kill all the baby boys. So the mother had to put her baby in a basket, and then he was found by the daughter of the Pharaoh and raised as a prince. But then we can think now of those cycles of 30 years. When he realized that he was a Jewish, he left the riches of the palace and flee to a humbler life across the sea. And then he married a woman, and then he had another period of happiness. So again, he organized the cups. He had maybe the other 30 years of his life, and then God told him to go back to Egypt and liberate the Jewish people, and that's what he did. An interesting story to be correlated with this card, also showing the fact that even if everything is in place and it seems that you have everything you need, you are still following your inner guidance and start all over again and look for what is missing, or change your dreams, go for a quest and looking for the real fulfillment of your dreams. Because we had some red colors in the cards, I thought that the root chakra could be of importance for this reading. The card that came out is complacency, and the story is significant about dreaming, having the dream. This lady was keep on dreaming all her life to move to Florida, and then when she died, her daughter find they had enough money, her parents, to move, but she didn't do it. And now the question was why she didn't follow her dreams. It's an invitation to just to follow your dreams when you still have time, and especially if you have the possibilities to do it. And then it's so much about a traveler, so I also pick up a card from the traveler deck, and then we have transformation, a fresh new way of living emerge. We have here the phoenix birds. Once you do this, once you dare to take the steps to start the new quest through transformation, that it's going to happen. And because this quest can of course be very much something about a sentimental one, or of course emotional one, we are still in a water sign here. I had a card from the Lover's Oracle, and this beautiful card who says, the past is now behind you, release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. We had in almost all the cards, we see that he starts this trip under the light of the moon. I also pick up a card from the moon deck, and we have this waxing Gibbons with the message manifest. And I will read from the book itself because I think it's a nice text. I manifest what is mine as my soul aligns with the Spirit Divine. The moon is almost round with fullness as she makes her way across the starry sky. You are also close to the peak of your cycle, and your goals are almost to completion. You are being reminded that you already have everything within to reach your desires. You have the ability and resources within and around you to manifest or manifest. If your soul is in alignment with your path and the highest good, you are more than halfway there. What truly is stopping you from realizing this? It reminds me of what really stops you. Yeah, indeed, that's a good question. What do you have to release? Believe in your magic and gifts. It's so vital now. To manifest is to know you are worthy of your desires. The origin of desire means of the stars. It is destiny. You are meant to find your soul desires and bring them to fruition in this earth walk. The moon knows this, lends you support through her changing phases. She evolves with you. Manifest what is yours and share your magic. Your desires are within reach. Believe in your destiny. Know and rely on the tools and resources you have to complete your task. Be aware of manipulation. And this is the message from the moon. We talk about magic. Card from the magic to end this reading. Abracadabra with wings. Wow. Look at this. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. This is a nice card to end the reading, and thank you for watching.